First off, we're gonna have to clip this because I did not know the topic.
Corey does.
My bad.
These niggas better catch up. I'm outside getting to the cheddar. Looking good, drinking water, feeling better. Just copped Amazon, Microsoft, a little metal. My nigga, that's level.
Let's go! We are now tuned in into another episode of Take It or Leave It. Now, the last episode, I was absent, man. You know, they did it without me, but I know they did their thing, right? You know what I'm saying? But today, we here with my boy, Royce Hamm. Got a special guest, the GOAT of that court, man. So if y'all ever try to challenge me, man, on that court, man, I'm going to just get my little bro, man.
You know what I'm
saying, man? And we got my man, Corey does it.
What's up? What's up?
Yes, Lord. Yeah, so, I just want to dive into you, Royce, man. Talk to him, man. Let him know who you is, man.
Man, I'm Royce Hamm. You know, I'm from Houston, Texas originally. Grew up north side of Houston. You know, raised by my grandparents. Both of my parents was always in my life, but, you know, my grandparents raised me to be who I am. You know what I'm saying? Special shout out to them. I'm a basketball player professionally. I've just finished up my first year professionally. Played 4 years at the University of Texas. Played my 5th year at UNLV.
Talk to him.
Because of the COVID things, you know how we was granted an extra year eligibility.
Yeah.
Because of all that stuff. So that and man, I'm just out here making it, man. Just trying to survive, trying to strive, trying to keep, you know what I'm saying, do what I can to just be great, take care of my family and keep thriving, man.
Forget making it, man. My boy doing it, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. I didn't watch my man since a shorty, man. And I'm his big brother as such, you know what I mean? He making me so proud, man, seeing him on that court and dominate on that court as well, you know what I mean?
Little big brother.
Little big brother, man.
Bro, gotta be every bit of 6'7". How tall are you, bro?
6'9", bro. 6'9", bro. Yeah, 6'9".
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? 6'8" and a half with our shoes on, but we hooping our shoes, so I'm gonna take the 6'9". You know?
Facts. Yes, Lord.
Right
yes,
up,
Lord.
Man. So go ahead, talk about the journey, man. Like, talk about the journey. Like, how did you get to become a professional athlete, man? I know it takes a lot of adversity, man. How has your journey been?
Man, bro, for the ones that do know, the ones that don't, man, it's been a journey, man. I had a lot of highs and lows, a lot of up and downs, but a lot of ups and downs, but man, just staying resilient, staying at it, bro. I think my journey, bro, it haven't been like you would want it to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it haven't been like clear as spade. I think, like, you know, coming out of high school, you know what I'm saying, coming into the college, you want to have 2 years, you want to be one and done, you want to be a professional and stuff like that. You never think about the adversity you have to go through, the things you have to overcome through that process, the business side of it, the politics, all the things that kind of go into it, you know what I'm saying? So just having to, you know what I'm saying, overcome that and go through that and learning situation and learning people and the business side of it, how to deal with situations as I wasn't able to do when I was younger. As I got older, I was able to, you know what I'm saying, equip and learn and, you know, maneuver the right way throughout that process. So, man, It's been a journey, man.
So what you saying is more than the court.
Man, bro. More than the court. Man, it's so much more that go into it, man, that's really out of your hands. But, man, what I learned to do throughout the process, man, is just control what I can control, man. There's so much things that you can, you know what I'm saying, can take your focus off other things and so much things that can drift you in another way. But, you know what I'm saying, if you stay consistent in what you believe in, stay consistent in your work, the grind, even though things might not always be pretty, you know what I'm saying, but if you stay consistent in what, you know what I'm saying, what's destined in you and what your beliefs are, bro, I feel like you can, you know what I'm saying, you can lock in, you can get to where you need to be.
Right.
No, I love that.
I like what you said, take control of what you can control, and that kind of got me to dive into this topic that I was going to speak about is trusting the process, right?
For sure.
You know what I mean? You got to trust the process. You got to believe whatever your vision is, and it might blur, you know, through the whole process, but long as you keep that clear eye and that focus, then everything will clear up.
Man, so, for sure.
Yeah, I like that.
Trusting the process, it get hard, man, because you know what I'm saying, you see other guys, you see the things you could have been, or you see, man, you start things creep in your mind, man. If I wouldn't have went here, how can the outcome would have been? You know what I'm saying, man? If I was in that position, bro, I know I could have do this. So it's like, man, owning in on you. You know what I'm saying? Trusting in what you believe in. You know what I'm saying? Your race, not everybody's race. You know what I'm saying? I have to, man. You have to believe that. You know what I'm saying? You have to stay there. So, man, and I believe, bro, it ain't no expiration date to success. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, you can get success at any point. So, I mean, I honed in on that. I believe that, and I just put my head down and just kept on grinding, you know what I'm saying? And lately, man, the Lord been blessing me in tremendous ways. Man,
Right,
for sure,
right.
for sure.
Yes, Lord.
And that's
Yes,
what
Lord.
it takes, bro.
Yeah.
Having
Yes,
that
Lord.
having that faith in yourself.
For sure.
Like, I could really speak on this too, because I played professional football. You know, I went to a small D2 school and ended up getting picked up by KC.
Yeah.
But like the resilience you talked about coming from, the odds are against you. You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
And you got to go out there and you got to perform. You got to work day in and day out. And people really don't understand the consistency that you have to put in.
Exactly,
you know,
exactly.
so I commend you on that, man. Congratulations,
Appreciate it,
for
bro.
real.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
like
sir.
something you said, man. You keep saying some stuff that stick out to me. You were saying there's no expiration date on it. So you think you forever growing in this lane?
Man, you forever growing and evolving every day, man. I try to, like, anybody I meet, anybody I encounter, man, I try to take a second and, you know what I'm saying, try to gain some knowledge, gain some wisdom, man.
Soak
You know
it
what I'm
all
saying?
up.
Like, take it out. Like I said, bro, I grew up around my grandparents, you know what I'm saying? So I think I live around the little people. They think I got an old soul a
Right.
little bit, you know what I'm saying? I grew up around wisdom, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I just try to, man, you ain't bigger, you ain't bigger than nobody, you don't know
Right.
more than nobody, you know what I'm saying? You can always, man, you can learn something from a homeless person up to the
Come
richest
on
man
now.
in the world, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? So just always be humble enough to, you know what I'm saying?
To accept those.
Accept
Exactly.
those experiences
Yes,
that
Lord.
anybody
Talk to
will
'em.
give you, you know what I'm saying? For
Yes,
sure.
Lord.
So,
Yes,
yeah.
Lord.
And just be a sponge.
Exactly,
Yeah,
bro.
just be a
Exactly.
sponge.
And then you never know what you might need, bro. Just have, bro, have as much tools in your shed for whatever war that you might go against. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure, bro.
One thing I know about you is you definitely are open to grow, right?
Sure,
Because I watched you from a shorty, bro.
yeah,
I
bro.
remember when. Man, I'ma say it, man. You was not the man I'm looking at now, man.
for sure, bro. I already know.
You know, I'ma say it like that,
Go
man.
ahead.
Yeah.
And I was a knucklehead, bro.
Yeah.
And I was watching you, man, and things of that nature. And you was I'll never forget, bro. It was one summer. I was just going into the streets and
For
things
sure,
of that
for
nature.
sure.
You know my
Yeah, I know how
background.
you get, right?
And I used to watch you and my little brother, and I used to be laughing at y'all, bro. Like, man, what the fuck these niggas doing, man? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
what are
nah,
y'all
yeah,
doing,
yeah,
bro?
like,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
We ain't in PE.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used
for
to come
sure.
outside, man. Y'all got the cones, y'all got the gold,
Nah, for
and y'all
sure.
doing drills, man. And I used to, in my head, I used to talk about y'all, man. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, bro, them tripping. You
Yeah.
know what I
Nah,
mean?
for sure, for
But
sure.
I would never forget this, man. That next school year, following that summer,
Yeah.
you know, I always go to my brother games and support him,
Yeah.
right? So I'm at the games. Man, and you shocked the hell out of me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm watching you on there. You was a whole different
Yeah.
guy.
Nah,
whole
man.
different guy. You
Nah,
on there
man.
dunking on nigga. You and my brother, y'all meshing with each
Yeah,
other on
nah,
the court
man, it was
and things of that
crazy,
nature.
man.
So it paid off.
Man,
you know what
it
I mean?
paid off. Just, man,
Yes, Lord.
going into that, just talking about, man, I just want to commend your brother, man, one of my best friends, Jamal, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
Lord.
Antoine, he the one made me lock in on myself for real, man. I wouldn't be the person I am today wholly
Right.
if I wouldn't have met him,
Yes,
man.
Lord.
7th grade, man, when I got to him, he the one told me, hey, bro, you got to take school serious, bro.
Yes, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? If you want to get to the next level, you got to lock in, bro. Hey, bro, you got to go to the gym, bro. I ain't
Right.
never played organized basketball outside of, you know what I'm saying, the school, stuff like that.
Yeah.
He the one made me go to my first
Right.
AAU team, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's crazy because he don't even play basketball no more, but he
Right.
the one paid away for me, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
That's
it's, man,
crazy.
it's
Right.
love,
It's
bro.
beautiful,
It's love,
man.
man. It's beautiful.
It's beautiful, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's beautiful, man. That's beautiful, man.
It's crazy how people can come and be a part of your journey and part of
sure.
your process. Like,
sure.
you know what I mean? Just coming along and him just dropping them gems for
Exactly.
you. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? That's
It
a
go back
blessing.
to
Shout
what he
out.
was saying, not to
Shout
cut your
out.
wisdom. It's going back to what he's saying, like that was for him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That chapter that happened with him and my brother was for him.
Most
and
definitely.
now look at him.
Yeah, no,
Most
for
definitely.
Sure. No, for
That's
sure.
what's
It's
up,
beautiful.
man. Shout out Jamal, man, for sure.
Yeah.
Shout out my young bull, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's another little brother, but that's bigger than me as well, man. You know what I mean?
man.
Shout out my young bull, man. Love that man.
Nah, for sure.
For sure.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. So, how does it feel to because you hoop overseas, right?
For sure.
How does it feel to be in a whole different country,
Man.
whole different area, environment?
Man, it's different. It's
How's
different.
that?
Man, that's so different, man. So, like I said, man, I just finished up my first year professionally. I started off my first 5 to 6 months I spent in Belgium and Europe.
Right.
Over there close to Germany. It's close by the Netherlands and close by London and all that. But it was a nice situation, man. Their second language was English, so I ain't had to adapt too
Right.
much. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can go to the grocery store, I can point at something, I can speak a little English, and they was able
know
to,
what
you
it
know,
is.
they was able to, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
help me out a little bit. So it was a good situation, man. I was able to go out there, play really, really well. You know what I'm saying? And fortunate enough to get bought out my contract. And at the halfway mark around December and January, I moved to Russia, man. And I know, man, I already knew y'all reaction.
Did you see my face?
I already knew y'all reaction when I said that, bro. So, man, yeah, bro, I got to move to Russia, man. My agent hit me, man. It was just crazy. I was just coming home, man, just for vacation, just to see the fam and stuff like that, man. And my agent hit me like, hey, man, I got a team, kind of want to buy you out of your situation, better situation, better league, higher level, you know, playing well. So I'm like, okay, cool. He was like, Russia. I'm like, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about that, bro. Like, yo, but like, man, when they start throwing that number at you and, you know what I'm saying, bro, he's like, bro, hey, bro, you start considering. So, man, it was good pay, good situation. And then when I got there and got to see, man, just how the people operate and how, like, you know what I'm saying, basically really how our government can make you think a place is that it's really not. Man, because, like, man, you think, like, bro, you think when you come here, like, the U.S., because of the government, the war, the sanctions and all that stuff like that, you would think, like, man, hey, this place is bad. Like, we not allowed over there. They don't like our kind. But, man, even though I couldn't communicate with them, like, I did all my communication through Google Translate. If I don't need to communicate, I need to say something, I would, like, type it up, boom. If I need to order something, boom. But, like, just the general, like, how they generally treat you, how they generally look at you and observe you, it was no kind of way to make you feel like, all right, I'm not comfortable. You know? I mean, so, I mean, it was cool, man. I played for a great team out there. I was able to finish up a nice season. We didn't finish up winning, but we finished up in the semifinals, of the league. So it was good, bro. I mean, I made a huge jump in my first year just to being able to go from, a good middle league to one of the top leagues in the Euro Cup team. So, man, it was amazing, man.
That's wild. Man. So did you meet Putin? How is he?
Nah. Man, hey, bro, I ain't trying to get too tapped into it, man. Hey, I did my job, man. I went home, and hey, man, I stayed consistent, bro. That's all I did, man. I stayed out there. Man, the thing was, bro, like, you really didn't want to do nothing, man. It didn't stop snowing till like April out there, bro. Man, for real, yeah. So, bro, like, man, I'm talking about when I got there in December, it was snowing, and then it finished snowing in April. I came home probably like the end of May. And it was just starting to kind of get sunny, just starting to kind of warm up. But, man, it's cold out there year round. So
that's crazy, man. Yeah, man. So being a professional, man, I just got to ask, you an idol, like, to kids and stuff. Like, how does that play a part in, like, your personal life?
Man, you just got to watch how you maneuver for sure, man. Because, you have a lot of little kids, a lot of organizations that you represent, you know what I'm saying, that look up to you and they want you to represent their organization. They paying you this money to, you know what I'm saying, to uphold their reputation with the utmost respect, you know what I'm saying? So you have to not only look after yourself, but also know that these people are investing into you. So, you know what I'm saying, you have to maneuver and move the right way to, you know what I'm saying, to keep your name clean and also to make these people happy to keep getting your revenue. You know what I'm saying? This is how you make your living. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, it's a game within the game, but I mean, honestly, bro, if you're a good person, you have a good heart, you move the right way, you stay out the way, it's easy for me. I mean, it's easy for me. So, man, I do the right thing. I love the kids. After the game, I sign autographs, I take pictures, I do whatever I can, bro. It's good. I just take in the process of just the whole thing, bro, just to be able to, man, you know what I'm saying, be able to play basketball professionally, bro. This is a game. This is what I've been doing since I was a kid, bro. So, it's grateful. It's an unbelievable experience to just be able to, do what I love and get revenue for it and not have to worry about nothing. Take care of myself and my family and the things I need to take care of, man. It's unbelievable. I couldn't
ask for nothing more.
I couldn't ask for nothing more, bro.
Doing something you love.
Yeah.
And getting paid for it. Why not?
Man, bro, what? That's simple. That's simplest thing ever, man.
That's simple.
Simplest thing ever, bro.
Yes,
for
Lord.
Sure.
So what's next? What's next? What's your vision and what's going on? What's next?
Man, well, so man, I'm entering. Man, this summer being a great summer for me, man. Just honing in, going back to the summer. You know what I'm saying? It's August. It's time to lock in, go back to my next job. But this summer has been great for me, man. I've been able to just really lock in on my game, man. Tweak a lot of things that I really need to tweak from, like, that I need to learn from my first year pro, that I need to grow into, develop into my second year, that I need to be better at, so I can be on the floor longer. I can be more effective. You know what I'm saying? I can just take that big jump. So, I mean, it's been good, bro. Locking in on my weight. I've been getting in with my boy Jamal, like we said earlier. I said we've been getting in the weight room, getting right. You know what I'm saying? So I've been locking in on my body, locking in on my skill set. I did a lot of traveling this summer. You know what I'm saying? It's good to just travel different places and, you know what I'm saying, play against different competition, see where your game at against different places, and I was able to, you know what I'm saying, have a lot of success in that area.
Right.
So it's good, man. Now I'm just going into my next year, man. I just signed to go back to play near Russia. It's not exactly in Russia. It's right outside of Russia. It's called Kazakhstan or Stanya, if I'm saying it right. But yeah, bro, you know how them names be. But it's right outside of Russia, bro. It's the same league, but I'm also gonna be playing another league, so that's good. Since I'm just gonna be 2 leagues and some overseas teams and programs, you know, you have like where some teams and leagues, they only play 1 game a week and you practicing like 5 days. Somebody want to practice 5 days, you know what I'm saying? So like, it's good if you can be in like 2 or 3 leagues as a team. So like, you know what I'm saying? You playing 2 or 3 games a week. So you only practicing a couple times and you get more film, more exposure, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it's fortunate that I'm playing in 2 leagues and go over there, lock in. I signed a 1-year deal, man. So I mean, I'm ready to just get out there. I leave August 15th.
Okay.
So I mean, until then, man, I'm just locking in on myself, locking in my game, spend time with family, you know what I'm saying? And just get ready to go lock in.
So I'm seeing some more of them dunks.
Oh yeah, man, they come. It's only year 2, man. You know it's only year 2, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I still got it.
I want to speak on the weight room. I know you just threw that out there with my little brother, man. I did a goddamn workout with bro. What was it, about a month ago?
Yeah.
Man, and you know I'm guard body, man.
Yeah.
And bro and them had me in there out of there, man.
Hey,
Straight up, man.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? That's what I try to do, especially coming to the professional world. You have to go through all these colleges, you go through all these trainers and stuff like that, man. So you just try to pick and nitpick and tweak certain things that you like from that. Because as a professional, man, you don't got a guy standing over you like telling you to do this like you had in college, or telling you to do this, or you don't have a designated schedule. So like, man, that motivation and that willpower started coming in. That started to get personal, you know what I'm saying? You start to have to find that on your own, you know what I'm saying? So having like little things that you can, you know what I'm saying, critique and like pick off over the years and implement into your own routine or your own schedule is like, it's huge, man. So like, yeah, man.
Right, that's beautiful.
Man,
that's
so
beautiful.
I got another question for you. So like, man, what's your end goal? Like, you know, I know you're going to these different teams, you know what I mean? But are you trying to get to the NBA?
For sure. I mean, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Man, I eventually, my goal, like you said, coming up as a kid, your goal is always to be in the NBA. My goal was always to be in the NBA. But man, as I got older and I was able to, you know what I'm saying, mature and, you know what I'm saying, like realize myself, bro, as you get older, you realize, bro, the goal is financial stability. Come on. You know what I'm saying? To be able to take care of yourself, be able to take care of your family and live freely. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, I love the NBA. I love it all. But, like, man, with all the politics and all the stuff goes into it, man, like, I would love to play there. But, like, I'm not finna take a back seat to somebody because a guy that's don't even really know about basketball telling me that he's, you know what I'm saying, that he's in a position of power. So it's like, man, I'd rather go overseas. I'd rather go make my money this way. And shoot, if you like me, you want me, if you give me an opportunity to come play in the NBA, yes, I would love it. I mean, it's America. It's the best league in the world. I'm not taking away nothing from it, but all the things that goes into it, like, man, I'm okay with playing overseas. So I think my end goal, man, I would try to go to the NBA. I would say probably in the next 2 or 3 years, I would try to like go through the process of like try to get NBA workouts, going through the G League, and then trying to work in your way through. But if not, man, I'm really content with just, man, playing a 9 to 8 to 10 year career overseas, man. And, you know what I'm saying, building my money, building my revenue the right way, making smart, nice investments and having my money work for me and just building, locking in on myself and my family and living a nice, peaceful life, bro. That's fine for me, bro. That's content. You know what I'm saying? I'm fine, man.
That's
so
beautiful. Because you literally just walking in purpose. Like, you living your dream right now.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. So I'm just taking it day by day and just whatever come to me, man, just accepting it and just thanking God for it. You know what I'm saying? Man. Like that, bro. I don't worry about nothing. I control what I can control. Like I stated earlier, you know what I'm saying? I just keep taking one step in front of, putting one feet in front of another, bro.
Right. Not rushing the process.
Yeah,
right.
Man,
that's beautiful.
I know we spoke about working out and things in that nature. How do you prepare yourself mentally to go into the next season?
Man, it's a process. It's a process because, you know, after a season, you want to decompress. You like, man, I've been out here. I mean, it was my first season, so like my mindset, man, I've been out here 8-9 months, man. I want to decompress. You take a couple weeks off because it's stressful, mentally, physically, emotionally, man. You go through a lot over them waters, man. Like, it gets lonely, it's hard, but it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's worth it. What else would you be doing, man? You making money, you taking care of your family, so it's like, through all that, man, it gets hard, but like your mindset, bro, you just have to, you know, you have to lock in. You have to just
strong-minded.
You have to be strong-minded, man. You have to be strong-minded. So it's like you said, like he said, like the quote, man, your willpower, man, your mindset, bro, that have to be the strongest thing to get through those times, bro. Nah, for sure.
I believe it.
So like, what are some things that you do, like maybe before a game,
man,
or just
I ain't gonna
preparing
lie,
yourself mentally? During
the time of COVID, man, kind of everything. The world was at a stop, man. And for me, that was a very, very special time because that was a time where I was able to hone in on my spirituality. I went on a spiritual journey.
Talk to him, man.
You know what I'm saying? And through that process, man, I felt, man, at that moment, I felt so alone because, like, when you don't got basketball, you don't got no gyms you can get into, you don't got nothing you can do. You like, man, I don't feel without. So it's like without, I had to find what can fulfill me as a person, as a human being. Like, because I'm more than basketball. You know what I'm saying? You're more than one day the basketball gonna stop bouncing. So you know what I'm saying? So I really locked in on my spiritual journey, reading, meditating, bro. You know what I'm saying? Journaling, just locking in on things that I know that helps me build better habits and help me as a person, as a human being. So man, I was very, very fortunate to get into a lot of good books, get into a lot of good podcasts. It's just, you know what I'm saying, just elevating my mind and knowledge and brain to the world, man. Because, you know what I'm saying, that period, the world was at a stop. So I feel like if you wasn't growing or like implementing yourself to try to do better, or like putting your wisdom somewhere, then like, man, you were falling behind. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, so that's what I really, and I feel like that helped me get back into the process of like when the ball did start coming back around or things started to open up, I had a step ahead. I started to hone into myself. I started to know who I really was, plus the basketball. So it was able to just, bless me in tremendous ways.
Most definitely.
I tell, and outside of basketball or anything, I tell people, you got to know yourself, right? Because if you don't know yourself, you are participating in things that's not for you, right? So I like that you said that, and I like something else that you said. You said, you meditate, you read, and you work that brain power, brain muscle, right? Because if you're not growing, then you stagnant. I think we talked about it in another episode. So you gotta continue on growing. Be better than yesterday. That's what I always say. I'm going to be better than
even
yesterday.
if it's 1%, man. Even if 1% better,
working
bro.
towards whatever your higher self is. I love it, man.
I want to point out something that was major that you said. You said one day the basketball gonna stop.
For sure.
And you know that kind of hit home for me too, because I got injured. I went to Kansas City, pulled my hamstring in camp, the whole 9 yards, and then that's when life really hit me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So for you to already have that mentality that one day the basketball gonna stop, and you already thinking about that, bro, that's amazing, bro. That's beautiful, man. I appreciate
it,
real. Because a lot of guys, like when they do like lose that sport, they lose they self because they don't know they self. You know what I mean? My story kind of like, you know, it kind of flip-flop, you know what I mean? But it's a lot of men that want to hear that, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so elaborate on that a little bit more about, like, the mentality of making sure that you understand that one day the basketball will stop.
It's just that, like I said, that COVID period right there, that was just a firm example of like, man, anything can happen at any given point. Like literally the world was on shutdown. Like literally you couldn't do nothing. So like at that point, it's like, man, when you strip something away from you, it's like, man, you got to find yourself. So like when I realized that, bruh, and I realized who I was as a person, it helped me in the basketball world because it made me realize like, okay, ever since I figured out basketball, you know what I'm saying, the 7th, 8th grade, that's all I knew. That's all I loved. That was my everything, you know what I'm saying? So I never really thought about nothing else. I never really thought about, like, if this would get taken away from me, like, man, I gotta go get another job. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Like, I've been fortunate enough and blessed enough to never have to clock in a job. I don't even know how to clock in. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I needed to.
I can show you just like this.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like that, man.
So it's like,
come on, like, dang, back here.
Yeah, bro. So it's like, bro, with that, bro. Nah, bro, for real though. But like, bro, man, with that, bro, it's like, man, you just knowing that, bro, it's like, man, I want to just be able to, man, somebody was able to bless me and help me to become the person I am. So I think when the ball stopped bouncing, that's something I want to drift into. To be able to just, I got my education in physical coaching and sports. And physical coaching and sports is basically like sports management, but it's like a broader aspect of like sports management. You can get to sports analytics, sports broadcasting, training, coaching. You know what I'm saying? A lot of analytics that can go into all that stuff like that. So, I mean, I think for me, the biggest thing is like, man, somebody was able to help me, save me. Like I mentioned, my best friend, I also had a godfather named Coach Johnson that took me in and was able to like make me lock in on myself really. So like, that's my thing, being able to like, it might be another little kid out there that's lost, that don't know, you know what I'm saying? Right. So being able to lock in and help someone else and put them in a position to be able to succeed. And I don't know what that may be. I don't know what my purpose is later in life, but I know right now that I'm locking in on myself and I want to continue to just play basketball as long as the good Lord allow me. But whenever that that purpose is next, I want to be able to find that. And I think I will want that to be around the realm of basketball and helping people out, because I was fortunate enough to, change my situation and help somebody help me.
Oh, no.
Most definitely.
That's beautiful, man.
And I keep on coming up with these questions because I'm locked in, man. I'm locked in, man. Because, like, man, I'm just thinking about, like, you hear it so many times. And I'm pretty sure everybody in this room probably done heard it. Like, when teachers say, like, man, you got to have a fallback plan. Like, how do you feel about that? Because I was one of those kids that, like, my teacher used to tell me all the time, and it's crazy how my story even happened. Because she used to always say, what happens if you get hurt? And I would be that kid, like, don't put that on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even worried about that.
I was that same kid, man. I ain't got no plan B, man.
No plan
and
B.
my plan A is my plan B.
So, like, like, going through life, you know what I mean? And I'm going through life, too, you know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you think kids should have a plan B?
I think you shouldn't have a plan B to the point that it diminishes your plan A.
Hey, come on, man.
It diminishes your main goal. Like, I feel like you always should have something in mind that you know that you're interested in, or that, like, you know what I'm saying, that you grasping, or like you thinking that you can dwell on or think on. But like what you want to do, man, like I said, your willpower, your mind, what you locking in on, man, if you want to do that, man, you can do that. So I feel like your plan A should never be diminished by not, before you even try to do it. If anything, you know what I'm saying, before you get up, and definitely should not let nobody else tell you that you can't do it, for sure. So I feel like you should always have that one main goal and go after it until, you know what I'm saying, until you really can't no more. I mean, of course, like, we all human, we all got common sense, you know what I'm saying? So we all come to the realization, if that's not it for me, then I gotta change directions. But I really think you need to hone in and lock in on your goal if that's what you really want.
That kind of get me to the income side,
for sure,
right? I heard a saying. It says you can't be a jack of all trades and a master of nothing, right?
Yeah.
So as far as the income side, like, you gotta focus on whatever your first income is, right? But still have some stability behind it well.
For sure.
Like you said, think about it, but focus on your plan A first.
Exactly.
Master that first.
Exactly.
And if you can't master that, or if something is hindering you from mastering that, then you focus on whatever your plan B was.
Exactly.
So I highly agree to that. Well, we got Royce Hamm here, man. Y'all better be checking out my boy after this episode, man. You know what I'm saying? You got the, take it or leave it topic or quote of the day, man. Talk to him.
Okay. So the quote of the day is, in order to succeed, your desires for success should be greater than your fear of failure.
Come on now. Talk to him, man.
Yes, sir.
And y'all can either take it.
You could take it.
What does that mean to you?
What does that mean to me? Man,
Talk
come
to
on,
him.
bro. You ain't have to
Talk
throw me
to
off like
him,
that.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
I like this. He did me like that, so I'm glad you did him like that.
I just want to know. I just want to know.
So to me, it just means pretty much just like you gotta really want success. You know what I mean? And hold on, bro. God damn, he threw me all off. I ain't gonna even lie.
Hey, he did me like that though, folks. That's why I'm like, I say, damn, that nigga hit me.
That is the shit I desire.
What it say?
No, hold on, because I read it fast without thinking about it. I ain't gonna even lie, because I just thought about it. Damn,
what it say?
So it's in order to succeed, your desires for success should be greater than your fear of failure.
Right.
In order to succeed,
So
Your desire, your want for success.
So
gotta
be greater than failure.
Scared to fail.
Yeah, exactly. So I got you. I got you.
You got
you.
it?
Yeah. I had to think about it.
I can handle it.
Yeah, I had to think about it. Yeah, I had to really think about it.
I'll take the push for you, bro.
Yeah.
I want to see you run that bitch.
No, all right. So, like, to me, like, what it means is, like, your desire to succeed gotta outweigh your fear of failure. And it just means, like, man, you gotta really want it. You know what I mean? So, like, whatever it is that you want in life, you gotta really want it. And of course, it's gonna be scary.
For sure.
Like, you know what I mean? Me being an artist, going on stage, you know, being in front of those people, like public speaking. You know what I mean? Just to stand in front of people, that shit is scary as hell.
Right. I
But
personally think, not to cut your
God
wisdom.
damn,
My bad,
Ross.
I thought you was done.
No, nigga, I
thought
didn't
you
even
was
get to
done.
touch.
My bad, bro.
Go ahead, bro.
My bad, King.
Yo, for real.
Run that bitch.
Yeah. So,
goddamn.
My nigga roster, bro.
Run that bitch like Forrest.
God damn.
My bad, bro.
Nah, but like for me, what it means, like your desire to succeed. So like you gotta really want it. You know what I mean? Whatever it may be in life. Like it's scary to put yourself out there. Like that's a scary feeling to just really jump off the porch. And that fear of failure hinders a lot of people. Like we see a lot of people out there that, you know, they scared to chase their dreams. So I feel like your desire to succeed, to really want it, has to outweigh that for you to accomplish whatever it may be. If you never picked up a basketball, you wouldn't be in the position that you in. You know what I mean? If I never would have picked up a mic and jumped on stage, I wouldn't be in the position that I am today. So you gotta really want it in order to reach those heights. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So man, so let me know like what you think about that. Like, what does the quote mean to you?
Man, it means to me like you said, bro. You just gotta be able to lock in on yourself and surpass whatever that's in your way. You know what I'm saying? Coming from where we come from, you know what I'm saying? It's so easy to drift off. It's so easy to, you know what I'm saying, do the wrong thing. So easy to start, you know what I'm saying, doing drugs at a young age. You know what I'm saying? Going off, not going to class, doing, you know, hanging with the wrong crowd. But you have to know, you know what I'm saying, what you want out of life. You know what I'm saying? For me, I just want to be different. Like I want what I was seeing at the crib, you know what I'm saying, what I was around, my norm. I was like, man, I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? So I had to find something to make me different. So that just means to me like just honing in and locking in on yourself, whatever the case may be, whatever obstacle, whatever speed bump may be in the road, you know what I'm saying? I feel like your willpower and your mind is the greatest thing ever, man. If you lock in on what you truly believe in, man, you can go get that.
It's gonna prevail. It's gonna prevail every time. Yeah. I personally think, like you said, just attacking that scarcity, right? You know what I mean? I tell people all the time, once you overcome a fear, it's nothing else after that. You know what I mean? So if you're scared to, you know, pick up a ball or pick up a mic, after you do it, the first time, then you'll be able to do it again with no fear. I think just attacking that scarcity, man. Like once you fear something and you overcome that, you wouldn't be scared of it anymore.
Most definitely.
Right. So that's my definition of it.
Most definitely.
Yes, Lord. Y'all say I'm like, shit. Yes, Lord. Like, shit. Gonna keep it going then, nigga. Shit. I'm scared to break it off now. Every time I did it. I'm like, shit. Come on, let's keep it going.
Damn. Yes, man, I just appreciate your time, man, for real, man. Like everything that you said, it was a lot of wisdom, man. But I do gotta ask this because I love your journey, man. It remind me exactly the brand that I'm rocking, man. No sleep for the slept on.
Yes,
so I gotta ask you, man, like what does that mean to you?
No sleep for the slept on. I feel like, man, I feel like my whole life I kind of had the underdog mentality, the slept on me. You know what I'm saying? I always been a, you know what I'm saying, you got to show me, you got to prove me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to prove it to you. So it's like, man, I feel like people slept on me my whole life. So I'm always in the mind of like, bro, locking in and being able to prove myself. Like that's the best thing, you know what I'm saying? Being able to prove yourself. Like I love when somebody sleep on me because when you're able to prove yourself and they got to face you face to face, whatever it may be, you know what I'm saying? That hit different. That hit different because it's like, man, you know that you ain't believe in me, but I believe in myself and I still did what I need to do. You know, so it's like, bro,
come on, man,
that's the best thing.
Come on, man.
For sure. Most definitely.
So with that being said, man, try my man's on the court if you want to. Man. Every time, man. Yes, Lord, man.
Sure.
And you can take it or leave it.
Yes,
Let's
go.
Most definitely.
These niggas better catch up. I never climbing with the circus. I be focused on the cheddar. I be walking with a purpose. Head out, chest out for the ones that wanna hurt. I'm a god in the flesh, that for service. You clear me.